Good morning. I'm Chuck Mooney, Associate Dean, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Penn Law School, and especially to our second Visual Legal Advocacy Roundtable. I apologize for some of the signs of construction you see in the corridor, but the good news is when you return for the third roundtable, it will all be completed, so I hope it's worth it. One of the things in which we take great pride at Penn Law is the interdisciplinary and creative character of our faculty, our scholarship, our programs, our students. And I think today's roundtable is a perfect example of that. And from the standpoint of the faculty, a perfect example is my colleague, Regina Austin. In the 22 plus years we've been colleagues, I've had the opportunity to see Regina bring both social science knowledge and expertise, as well as social responsibility to all of her work. And I think that's will be evident today. So I welcome you. I apologize for not staying for all of the conference because I have to give a presentation to a group shortly, but I think it's going to be a wonderful day. Regina?
Good morning. Thank you for coming. I want to first start with the thanks. That comes after the welcome. I want to thank Dean Fitz and Dean Ernie Gonzalez for giving us the wherewithal to be here today. I want to thank Chuck for taking time out to come and welcome all of us. Anna Gavin is the law school's events coordinator, and she has done all of the organizing. She's upstairs. I really have to thank her for making this possible. Lisa Taylor of Communications was instrumental in getting out the materials. Neil Swisser of ITS, our resident editor, is in charge of IT. You can't do this kind of a program without having superior and highly competent IT assistants, and we get that from Neil. And Chase Lee, also of Penn Law ITS, has been helping out. So thanks to all of those people. Let me see if I can do this. What is visual legal advocacy? This is the Visual Legal Advocacy Roundtable. Let me just say that visual legal advocacy is advocacy or argumentation undertaken by lawyers to advance the interests of their clients and their clients' causes through the use of visual media, primarily digital video technology. It is most often used in informal adjudicatory settings, in quasi-judicial settings, and in situations where successful representation of a client may require appeals for public support. What have we been doing in the past year since we held the last Visual Legal Advocacy Roundtable? Well, I want to show you 4 clips that I think summarize what it is that we've been doing. The first clip I want to show you is from the Clemency video of Kevin Stanford. Kevin Stanford was arrested in 1981 when he was 17 years old and charged with robbery, rape, and murder of a store clerk. He was sentenced to death. His lawyers decided to make a clemency video on his behalf. The son of one of them did the filming and the editing with one of the lawyers sitting by his side. It seems to have worked because the sentence was commuted. We have a collection of more than 24 clemency videos done for capital defendants and for defendants sentenced to life without possibility of parole. We make copies of those videos available to defense lawyers, or we stream them so that they can see them online. We have a copy of the Kevin Stanford clemency video if that is something that you think would be of assistance to you. We also have online on our website an outline of the kinds of things that you will find in a clemency video if you're thinking about doing one. So here's just a little snippet of the Kevin Stanford clemency video.
Executive clemency has provided the fail-safe in our criminal justice system. It is an unalterable fact that our judicial system like the human beings who administer it, is fallible. The jury which sentenced Kevin Stanford to death never learned the story of his life, a story of repeated neglect, physical and sexual abuse. Governor Patton, only you can evaluate the facts not presented to the jury, the crime itself, and the last 20 years of Kevin's life to reach the just decision that Kevin Stanford is not the worst of the worst for whom our society reserves the death penalty.
Not only do we have this archive and repository, we also are making clemency videos. The students in the Visual Legal Advocacy Seminar have made 2 so far, and we'd certainly like to work on others. And I want to show you a snippet of the clemency video that was done on behalf of Wanda Moore.
Give me that one. My name is Wanda Moore. I'm 49 years old. I was sentenced when I was at 29 years old. When I went to prison, I left behind 4 kids, and I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and that's what drugs and alcohol would do to poor judgment. But I never thought I would have a chance to be home again with my family, and I'm happy to be here with my family because my family is my life.
Clemency videos are not the only form of videos made by the students in the VLA seminar. For commencement 2008, we took our 5 camcorders to graduation, and we shot the footage of the commencement ceremony. It was a little rough and certainly unsteady, but Neil edited it into a very nice little video, and here's a snippet of that. And finally, we've been working on a series of videos having to do with immigration or visa consultants. Because the law school and the university is an international gathering place, we have lots of cultures represented here and lots of language skills represented here. The video was made by students in the seminar who were Mandarin speakers, so it was in Mandarin with English subtitles. We took the English subtitles off and put in subtitles in simplified Chinese, and it will be distributed free of charge to churches and organizations. And we think we have a Chinese language broadcaster who will show the video. So here's a little snippet of the American Dream video.
2年前来的美国，这是我第一次离开家来到费城。刚来的时候还挺新鲜的。我很喜欢费城这个城市，城市很干净，建筑物也很有特色，很多东西我以前都没有见过，可能还是因为比较陌生吧。我在这里唯一的亲人就是舅舅，他们全家很早就到这儿了，就住在唐人街。他们刚来的时候也很辛苦，不过现在过得很不错。我就希望将来能够和他们一样。来的时候我也没有什么钱， 就在一家中国餐馆里打工，慢慢的就认识了一些朋友，他们都劝我说，应该尽快去拿个身份。
And that brings us to Shmul Kaplan. Shmul Kaplan is the first documentary short produced by the Docs program at Penn. It was directed by Michael Wong, who is currently a third-year student. Michael Wong is a self-taught editor and filmmaker. He started out by making a small short for a company banquet. Then he worked on a documentary about a leper colony for Taiwan Public Television. He enrolled in the Visual Legal Advocacy seminar last semester, but he wasn't intrigued by the projects that I offered. So he decided he would set out to find his own subject. And what he discovered was the case of Shmul Kaplan. And so we're going to show you, for the first time anyway, the full-length version of Shmul Kaplan.
What I think of America. My mother sing a song. America is a golden land.
The SSI program is really a bare essential safety net. And when you pull that out from under people, particularly people who are disabled and elderly, you're essentially threatening their lives.
Sometimes I feel very upset, very disappointed that I not have a citizenship. I think maybe I will die soon and I will not have a citizenship.
He was such a symbol of someone who was a genuine American, who really wanted to become an American, who took every step he could to become an American citizen and was thwarted in his attempts. And he was willing to go forward in his quest and become this plaintiff in this class action suit.
There are 60,000 people in this class, and the case is Kaplan v. Chertoff. That's Shmul Kaplan.
To be American, it is for me a big honor. It is a big. I'm proud that I am American. No. I say all people, it is my homeland.